yang and yin yoga today. So we are going to flow. We'll focus in on upper body opening as we flow. And then for our yin part, we're actually going to do some things against the wall for our yin. So that is a plan. I know that from the fact that you've been at your desk, you probably want to start in a place that feels really good on your back. Feel free to do that. We are going to get started pretty quickly, but I do want to give you an opportunity just to check in. I think that's super important. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose, sigh out through the mouth. One more time, deep breath in, big exhale. You have made it to your mat. So important to acknowledge the fact, for you to take time to acknowledge the fact that you have taken time for yourself today. Self-care is what we talk about often, but there are many people that do not take the time. So I think you're amazing. I hope that you think you're amazing as well. Your body is in a position that you've chosen to allow for relaxation. So now notice if you are relaxed, those areas of your body that are maybe chronically tight, can you relax into those spaces, maybe using your breath to do so. We aren't going to stay here real long, so please focus in, take this time to really notice your body, notice your breath. Bring some movement to your body, some gentle movement. And we've got a big path here. We're going to make our way into a child's pose. So please take your time. Once you land in your child's pose, you can find whatever feels good. Movement, stillness. All right, we're going to find a flow from here of cow, cat, extended child's pose. So let's sweep ourselves or scoop yourself along the floor, come right up into your cow pose, taking your inhale, exhaling to find your cat round, and pressing back to an extended child's pose. So on your inhale, you'll scoop up. On your exhale, you'll round and send the hips back. You're moving now at your breath rate. Feel free to close your eyes and just feel. all that is going on here, particularly through the spine. We'll meet in an extended child's pose from here. When you're ready, you'll send your arms over to that left side, creating space along the right side of your body, however it works for you to do so. And let's find a stretch going in the other direction. Good, and then come back to center. Let's come to all fours. Curl your toes under. Let's walk hands and feet together. Standing forward bend. We are going to hang out for a couple of breaths here. So find whatever shape here feels good for you. We'll make our way to a standing position. You could roll up, reverse swan dive up, whatever you would like. All right. Before we begin to move with a little bit more, using our mat a little bit more, let's actually focus in a little here on shoulders. So if you'll grab your strap, placing it in your hand so that palms are facing forward and your knuckles are facing the floor behind you. Knees are soft. Let's press the knuckles toward the floor, open up through the front body. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, we'll hinge from the hip, to find a standing forward bend. So focused in on both hamstring lengthening and front of the shoulder lengthening. So nice, y'all. All right, slowly bring yourself back up. You can release your strap. We are going to move, you guys are both familiar with this flow. We'll move through a little bit of a chair pose. So we're going to clasp the hands together to start things off here. We actually start off the same. So we'll press the knuckles toward the floor. Here's the change as you fold forward. Bend your knees deep and let your body rest to your legs. You might need to go a little wider if you've got a little extra person hanging out. All right, on your inhale, sweep the arms up to find chair. As you exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, sweep up, and exhale to sweep back. Now this time, inhale, sweep up, and exhale to twist to your right. The legs stay just as they are, especially that left knee. Don't let it come forward. On your inhale, come back to center, and exhale to twist left. This does not have to be big. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale to twist to the right. One last time here. Yes. Inhale, come center, and exhale to twist left. Good. Inhale to come center. Exhale to straighten the legs, dive all the way forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweep the arms to the side, stretch up tall, find a back bend here. Lengthen the arms up and bring them down to your side. All right, we have a couple rounds of sun salutation A, and then we've got B, but we're gonna do a lot with it in that B. All right, feet hip bone width apart, sweep the arms up on your inhale, exhaling, back bend. Inhale, lengthen up, swan dive forward. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, fold, step back to your plank pose. Corkscrew your hands into your mat. Let's pause right here. Feel the strength of your entire body. I know you can feel it in your arms. Can you feel it in your legs? Press through the ball mounts of the feet. Press the heels toward the wall behind you. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to find your back bend. So maybe you lower down part way and find an up dog. Maybe you find a tabletop position and find a little back bend here. You find whatever feels all right for you. And then we'll make our way to down dog from here. As we pause, pedaling out the feet, of course, is an option, dropping both heels toward one long edge of the mat. And then the other side is an option. The movement or stillness you choose. We'll hold here 2 more breaths. Take a deep breath in. Look to the front end of the mat. We travel forward. Inhale, half lift. Fold yourself forward on your exhale. Sweep the arms up, inhaling to lengthen. Back bend as you exhale. Lengthen back up, dive yourself forward. Inhaling to a half lift. We fold from here, stepping back to plank and finding your flow here. Whatever you would like, we'll meet up in down dog. From down dog, take a deep breath in, look to the front end of the mat. We travel forward. Inhale, half lift. Fold. Sweep to rise up. Back bend. Lengthen up, chair pose. All right, so we've been here before. We're going to actually just add a little bit of shoulder stuff here. So if you will lock the elbows in the tops of the arms into the rib cage, and then you're just rotating palms to the side and coming back in. So rotating out and in. Now, as you rotate out, try and squeeze the back body. So get some engagement through that backside. Do a couple more here. Moving at your pace. Once you have wrapped up those 2, you can send the arms back up to find chair. Full expression. Good. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, straighten your legs, dive yourself forward. Inhale, half lift. We'll fold, and then you'll find your flow here, a plank, whatever you'd like, and down dog. We'll meet up in down dog. Let's inhale the right leg up. Exhale to bring your knee in and step the foot through. Now, before you rise up, grab your strap and sling it over a shoulder. We're rising up to a warrior 1. We will practice a humble warrior here as well, but let's get a sense of this leg position first, finding that stability through both feet. Good, now keep the rib cage knit in, and let's make this be about the shoulders. Bring the elbows back. You could even clasp your hands behind you if you'd like. Again, making it be about the shoulders, not flaring out through the rib cage. So pause right here, 1 breath. And then let's do a little bit more for the shoulders. If you'll grab that strap in the same position that we did earlier, palms facing in, knuckles facing the floor behind you. Opening up here, take a deep breath in. We'll flow to the inside part of the right leg for humble warrior. We'll flow a couple of times. So on your next inhale, come all the way back up, pushing through both feet. Strong. We open, we hinge from the hip, lengthen out and fold. Good, let's pause right here in the fold. As you hold here, keep sending your right hip back. Your body is to the inside part of that right leg. We pause, 1 more full breath. Release your hands and place them around your right foot. Pivot onto your back toes. You're in a lunge. We're going to twist. The right arm comes up. We are going to find a little mobility again through the shoulder. So we'll reach toward the wall behind, and then you'll sweep all the way around. You'll reach toward the front of the room. Big circular motion, reaching back. Good, so maybe the palm faces the windows as you reach forward. Maybe the palm reaches, or faces the window, excuse me, that's for me. One side of the room and then the other side of the room. So just notice the rotation that is happening as you move through these circles. Switching directions, just do a couple more in this opposite direction. And then the next time the arm is in the air, pause, one breath. Good, and then let's find our flow. Find your flow. You decide what that looks like. All right, same thing, other side. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, knee in and step through. Grab that strap if you'd like to use it again here. Just sling it over a shoulder for right now. Find the leg position first. So you're lunging, sending those arms up into the air for right now. And then let's bring them to 90-degree shapes. Your elbows will stay shoulder height. You'll rotate your palms to face the wall behind you, and you'll rotate them back up. And maybe they don't go all the way so that they're facing the wall behind you. Please don't force anything here, just a little for that rotator cuff. We'll do a couple more. Good. The next time the arms are up, you can roll the shoulders back, grab that strap, press the knuckles toward the floor, deep breath in. Exhale to hinge and fold, humble warrior. Let's flow all the way back up. Good, and then we'll hinge, flow forward, and we'll hold. So find this shape, pause. And let your hands release down around your left foot. Pivot onto your back toes. Right hand stays, left arm, you'll send it up, and you've got these circles reaching toward the back of the room first, up and around to the front. Slow, controlled movement, really trying to find your full range. Switch directions. And then the next time the arm is in the air, pause right there, hold a breath. We'll make our way to down dog and then find your flow from there. All right, let's take a couple of breaths to reset. That could be in down dog, that could be in child's pose, your choice. But finding your breath here, reconnecting in with those 3 deep breaths. So this next flow that we are going to practice does have a standing splits in it. So if you want a block to the front end of the mat so that you have it there if you need it, feel free to do that in advance of this. All right, from down dog, let's inhale the right leg up. Exhale to bring your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. One more time in each direction. We go up to that 3-legged dog, over to the right, lengthen up, to the left. Come back to 3-legged dog and then pull that knee into the center. Look between your hands, step that right foot forward, rising up to a crescent lunge. Good. From your crescent lunge, maybe bending that back knee just a little bit, tucking the bum under, finding a little extra for the hip flexor. All right, we are going to move to balance from here. So find a spot that you can focus on, and when you are ready, you'll lift off. The arms can be wherever they work best for you. We are going to add a little bit of movement here. So when you are ready, you'll bring the knee up, and maybe arms go up at the same time, and then you'll bring the leg back to that warrior three. Again, we flow, knee up, leg back. One more time like that, knee up, leg extended back. And now fingertips connect with the floor or with your block for standing splits. If you'd like to add a balance challenge here, or Mike's already got it, you could place one hand around the ankle, place the other hand around the ankle just to challenge your balance, completely optional. Hold one more breath here. Very nice. Let the toes land in a lunge, the left toes back. The right foot steps back to join it. All right, your flow. Left side, inhale the left leg up, left knee to your left elbow. Lengthen up to your three-legged dog. Left knee, right elbow. Three-legged dog. One more time each way, left to left. Lengthen, left to right. Three-legged dog. We come back to center, look between your hands, step your left foot forward, rising up, crescent lunge. All right, again, an opportunity here to do a little tuck under of the bum so that you feel a little more of hip flexor on the side, maybe a little more stability. Good, and then just find whatever arms you would like to practice here. We pause for another breath. So you could just hold the arms or find movement, your choice. All right, find your spot that you can focus on when you're ready. We're going to lift off to find a warrior three. And know that we have 3 rounds of knee up, leg extended back. So if that helps you decide where the arms should be. All right, let's flow. The right knee comes up. Maybe the arms go up with it. And then we'll flow back, leg back. Warrior three. 2 more just like that. We slowly flow up. We slowly flow back. 1 more round. Good, take it back, we'll hold. Standing splits. Good, and then you can choose that extra balance challenge if you would like. Let's step back for that lunge. Final time to flow, stepping your left foot back to join your right. All right, from your down dog, walk hands and feet together and then make your way to standing. You choose how you get there. All right, so we are going to make our way to a spot against the wall. And y'all are familiar with this first one. We have done it a gazillion times. We're going to do our scorpion, but we're going to do it against the wall where we have one arm out to the side, so you can choose to go right arm, left arm, does not matter. So arm will go out, you'll rotate your body away from your arm, and then you can choose here to either walk the fingertips up the wall, pause, down the wall. I'd like you to find that spot that really feels like it needs some extra attention. That is where we're going to hold our yin for yin pose. And so then we'll have about a minute here. Actually, we're doing about a minute and a half. So hold on. Got about 30 more seconds here. Beautiful. Let's slowly release. Whew. And let's switch to that other side. So take time to set yourself up on this side, against the wall, and then rotating away. Take a few seconds to explore here. Just find that best position for you. And then we'll be here a minute and a half. Thirty more seconds here. Good. Let's slowly release. All right, so I have been listening to this podcast that is fascinating. It's about mobility and being able to continue to move the way we want to move as we get older. One of the things that they talk about is hip extension. We are very much in flexion during the day. So we are going to work on hip extension today. So I'm going to have you come down. You guys have done this before. It's King Arthur's pose. Now, if we get started and you think, nope, it's not going to work today, I am going to find something different, let me know. I will find you something different. So we are going to put the knee into where the floor and the wall meet. Your shin is up the wall. All right, so you're welcome to stay right here. You could also step that opposite foot forward. You could stay low from here. or you could walk yourself up. All right, but know that we are going to be here about 2 minutes. So your 2 minutes has started. Of course, the principles of yin are to find a pose and to stay, but this can be really intense, this particular one. So please come out at any point if you feel like you need a little respite. Taylor, have you always been a little bendy, haven't you? Yeah, just be careful just because you were extra bendy when, yeah, okay, cool. I figured you were aware. All right, about 1 more minute here. Take 2 more relaxing, big breaths in and out here. We're almost there. All right, as carefully as you can, come out of this pose. Take any little bit of reset movement that you need. When you're ready to move to that other side, make your way there. Knee in where wall and floor meet. All right, 2 minutes has started. At any time it becomes too intense, please find a little bit of a change so that it doesn't stay that intense. Let your breath move freely. Let your shoulders relax. Thirty more seconds here. All right, let's slowly begin to make our way out. All right, so Our next little bit is for outer thigh. You can choose to either do pigeon or you could put your legs up the wall and do a figure four. So I'd like you to start whatever side you'd like. If you decide to go legs up the wall, we've got that figure four shape. The pigeon pose, absolutely fine as well. Does not matter which side you start with. Good, you have 2 minutes here. Last 30 seconds here. Let your breath flow smooth, steady, softening into this last little bit of time here. All right, you'll transition out into whatever middle position or movement that you would like. When you're ready to get ready to move to the other side, feel free to go right for it. Two minutes starts now. Last 30 seconds here. let's slowly make our way into a seated position. Come on up, swing your legs around. Shake out whatever you'd like to shake out. All right, from a seated position, we'll set the right foot over the left leg, sit up nice and tall. We'll do our twist from here. So you're twisting toward that right leg. Adding that neck stretch in, turning to look over your shoulder. Breathe one more full breath here. As we come back to center, we'll do a twist in the other direction. Left foot over right leg, sit up tall. Use your breath here. Inhaling, sit a teeny bit taller. Exhaling, twist a teeny bit more. Unless you're pregnant, and then you don't, then you stay. Beautiful, and then come back to center. All right, we are going to set ourselves up for final relaxation. You could go against the wall and put your legs up. You could go back to building that structure so that you can open up through the front body. It does not matter at all what you choose. Please choose something that works the best for you. And we will meditate in silence. I'll do a few taps of the bowl once our time is up. Take this last little bit of time for you. Well, this is all good stuff. This particular part of class is the really good stuff. Let your body relax. Let your mind relax. Bring some gentle movement back to your body. You're welcome to stay right where you are, or if you want to roll to a side just to pause before sitting up, feel free to do that. I'm going to read you something from the book You Are a Badass Every Day by Jen Sincero. When you commit to transforming your life, you commit to getting very uncomfortable over and over and over again. Befriend the unfamiliar, the risky, the me no wanna. The discomfort means you're almost there. So I think back to that pose that was likely very uncomfortable, and just applauding you once again for taking time to do things that might be a little uncomfortable, so that in the end it helps us with movement and longevity. We'll make our way to seated. Let's take one more big deep breath in, sending the arms up on the inhale, hands come to the heart on the exhale. Thank you so much for being here today. Namaste, my friends.